Oh yeah, right there. Right there. Yeah, I guess that works. All right, I think we're good. So we're looking at delay. Then we'll go without the webcam. Might add it later. All right. Hello everyone. Welcome to Abiotic Factor. This will be a very long Let's Play. The settings for this world, I put on simple loot respawning. Might end up turning that off if the spawns become obnoxious, but we'll find out as we get through the game. I am putting no spoiling when refrigerating. I just think it'll be better this way. I'll put bridge supports. I can't speak. No support required. I think this will help us create some very fun things. We'll see what we can do with that. I think, because it does say besides the initial location, so I think this would be pretty awesome to use. And then we put XP gain 1.8, item stack size 5 times. I feel like these are a must. We will probably end up playing around with XP gain. I think 1.8 is fine. I want to be able to have max skills before the end of the game. So that's why I bumped it up. I think we're ready. Let's get started. Now I have 275 hours in this game. So I would like to think I know a good bit about the game. My issue is I like to speed through the beginning. Really, I like to speed through the whole game after I even beat it the first time. So we're going to try and take our time and enjoy the game. Enjoy it even more, I should say. This is definitely my game of the year. This is like my #1 game. Now, do we want... I kind of want to just be a summer intern, but I feel like everybody picks summer intern because none of this stuff really matters. Let's see. Really, I'm just looking to see if there's anything that we actually benefit. What I don't like is trans kinematic. Where's it at? Pretty sure even Okay, cool. You gain extra crafting XP when inventing item recipes. That's not great. Defense. You only get 5 starting points. And all you get is just a little bit help and a few skills that are pretty easy to level up. Fortitude's a little harder, but we could still farm that. I kind of don't want to go summer intern though because that's what we always do. We could also change it later on, so. I think... Is there any that have crafted furniture and other construct? Don't care about that. Extra first aid XP when crafting medical items. Maybe. I'm kind of curious how that plays out. This one is agriculture when crafting farming items. And then cooking XP when crafting cooking items. And this one's crafting XP. I don't really care about crafting XP. We will automatically get a good bit just by playing. I know I'm probably spending way too much time on something that doesn't really matter. Especially if we do change it. I think we'll go this. I'm gonna pick up weak bladder. I am not gonna pick fanny pack because everybody picks fanny pack. It hurts me not to pick it. It's like when you have an itch in your nose. I just can't help it. We're gonna do weathered. Arguably, we might not. I say arguably. You can kind of get away without weathered. Let's do the ones I guarantee you want. Thick skin. I want it to be harder for me to get bleeding injuries. I want light eater because I hate having to eat 4 different pork chops to get to full every like few minutes. So that made sense. I could just get naturally moist, but I don't think that's a great idea. We don't really need gardener right away. Lead belly is helpful, but not really a great idea to spend 8 points for. It's really good early on, dies off real quick. Inconspicuous wouldn't be too bad. We could probably sneak around actually. Get fatigued slow. Actually, nope. We're getting night owl. I want us to be fatigued slower. 50% slower. That's pretty nice. And is there any of these that we want to take? No fear of violence. This needs to be like a +8. Actually, probably more than that. I don't feel like dealing with thirst. Painfully obvious wouldn't be too bad. 40% faster is seems horrible. I think we're good. too much reading into it. I think we're ready. Here we are. Oh, what is that sensitivity? Is that better? Yes. Let me make sure we also don't have motion blur on. Because I actually don't know. We can do that. That doesn't matter. Let's do full screen. That has to be motion blur, right? No. Temperature in Celsius. Trash. I'm actually not sure. 24-hour time would be pretty cool, but I'm good. Mouse moving. No.
I don't
Feels better.
think we've
I don't know. It
met.
feels different, and there's definitely no updates that change that.
Ah, you're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now I'm locked in here for God knows how long. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again. Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical. See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened. But take your time. He's insufferable.
Please tell me more.
If Jaeger thinks I'm crawling through the vents to let him in, he's got another thing coming.
I like to think he's fist bumping me every time that he puts his hand out.
They always pick the worst possible time to lock the place down. Kinetics were running a perforation experiment. I know it. Dr. Verenkov is too impatient, and look what's happened. If Jaeger thinks I'm crawling through the vents to let him in,
there's some dialogue
he's
that you will
got
miss out
another
on
thing
if you progress past a certain point. What is this? That does absolutely nothing. But that is so cool. I wonder if you can get that later on. Duct tape. I don't like how it just immediately stopped music. Give me 1 second. I love how the noise is still happening. Is there a soundtrack I can just buy? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. I was gonna see if I get the soundtrack. Okay, so I was trying to get the soundtrack. See if I could just have music playing at all times. Does not appear there is one. I will mess with that later to see if we can possibly add that in the future. I don't like when it gets really quiet. I get stuck with the voices in my head, which is a horrible idea. Oh, hello, little carbunky. Don't mind me putting my foot in your mouth. Would you like a carbuncle? More for me. Alright. Let's craft that. And I think we've used that. I barely remember some of these recipes. Compendium data. Carbon. IS 171A is to be isolated by perimeter cordon with a radius of 12 feet or greater at all times. No personnel may approach within 10 feet unless wearing full face and body protective wear conforming to GISP gate IS. I forgot what IS stand for. Protection? Personnel. Bioprotective standards at all times. Full decontamination required on all equipment exposed to IS 0171A. People, we should have Dr. Thule. Gate immurement. I can't pronounce any of this stuff. Immurement security protocols. That makes way more sense. So wait, is IS also immurement security? That makes no sense. I forgot what IS stands for. There's no way it's immurement security for. It's like specimen. I don't even know. The sad part is they mention it so many times and I just don't remember. Immurement subject. Okay. See, that makes more sense. It's just weird. I just assumed it was the same. And that's why abbreviations, you should never assume. We could read Dr. Thule's. I hate reading. Even though I'm probably going to read all of this. Theoretical, physicist, coffee, aficionado. Dude, there's so many big words in this game. Committed cynic, Dr. Thule has few friends among the gate staff, but like many of his kind, is tolerated for his regular insights and occasional brilliance. The worst part is whenever the words are like kind of similar to another. And so I'm assuming it's the other word. Side note. We're learning a new word today. I see we get that cloth. No. I guess we'd be a little safer. I don't think there's anything up here. No. Nice. Let's try not to break our legs any further. Both game and microphone? Ooh. Let's see if I can fix that. I mean, I can fix it. The question is how we're going to fix it. This should be better. I'm about to kill everybody watching this. I hate listening to myself on a test. I wonder why it's so quiet though. Did I actually mess with the game? Still oh no. I might have messed up sign on my mic. I wouldn't doubt it. I'm gonna try putting the game up to there and see if that. Let me also put the stream back. Is this better? I feel like game's probably still gonna be low. Yeah, I put my volumes on low, but this I have the issue of having a chat and game slider for I don't even know what this is. This is the Kraken. No, this is Razer. Yeah, Razer Kraken. So it's hard for me to find the good balance, especially whenever I'm streaming. I have to keep adjusting. We'll try this. I don't want to put SFX way too high, because I know for sure whenever we get to Tesla coils, my ears and probably everyone else's is gonna just blow up. We'll try this. This should be way better, and should probably be better balanced. I just need to pull up everything. There we go. Okay. In that case, let's see. That should be a lot better. Alright, that should be good. I think actually what I can do is much better. Okay. Thank you for helping. If you notice it still out of balance, just let me know. It's weird because it was fine for the other games, or when I played 2 days ago. I guess something must have happened. I probably messed with the gain on my mic, and then also just never balanced Abiotic Factor. It's a good looking pork chop. Hey Kintaro, I'm looking for a gift for a friend of mine who loves cooking. Any thoughts? They want to be a chef, give them a knife. Until you chop it up, you can't cook it. Great advice. See if we can hopefully get level 1 sneaking. Really the goal is level 3 so we can actually do rolls. Makes crouching a lot easier. Anyone in here? Actually, I just thought about it. If the game's too loud for me, I can just do that. Which should not affect... No, it does not affect anything else. Awesome. Oh, we're gonna save that pork chop for when we actually get hungry.
Hello. Over here!
Yes, Jaeger.
Oh, you're new. Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here. It was hours last time, and I don't feel safe at all.
Alright, I'll raise up my mic a little bit more.
Well, if you're the only
It has
help
a delicate
available,
balance.
you should set up somewhere and sort this out.
I think this should... I don't know, I keep raising it. This should be good.
Fixing the power system can't be that difficult. It's not quantum physics. Look, just find a way to let me in.
Try and do it without messing with the mic gain, so it's not just distorted. It might turn simple loot respawn off, depending on what respawns. I know like printers and stuff respawn, but it does look a little weird sometimes.
Here at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, safety and security demand we take our primary power network offline at night. All major power outlets are shut down, as well as most pathway lighting. However, if your research or study requires a source of energy during nocturnal hours, protocols permit the use of approved battery and electrical storage systems to power your projects when the lights go out. If you do plan on working late, please request a night pass from your supervisor. The facility is dark at...
Turn you off. I think blunt is very, trying to find the right word for it. I'm gonna put it in a sad position, is I guess the right way to say it. Sharp just seems way better. He causes bleeding. And then the only difference, let's see, attack. The only like thing I like in the blunt skill tree would have to be battle charge, because if you get a heavy weapon and you sprint, you do the special attack, which pretty much one shots everything. And then obviously the skill 20 is just that skill. It just seems like blunt is not as good. With sharp you make them bleed. With blunt there's not like an effect or anything. Yeah, I think damage wise per weapon, I think they're about equal, so it's not like you get a benefit for having a blunt weapon. Besides, obviously, the heavy weapons. And then heavy weapons, too, also are mostly, yeah. Most of the heavy weapons are sharp. Which... I think they should change some of them to blunt. I think it's a lot easier to max out sharp than it is blunt. I mean, alright, some of the blunt weapons are good. Like the lodestone hammer. The... don't know the name, the fire one. Like, the weapons are good, it's just... I don't know. They just seem a little lackluster. I don't know if they need to up the damage a little bit or something. To me, it just seems like blunt's a little lacking. I think that's it. Wait. Oh, okay. I was wondering where that was. we're gonna need battery. And then we're gonna pick up everything else. They do say the like Etsors and everything are weak to blunt, but I don't really notice a difference. Because if you just headshot them with like a spear or something, it seems like they die pretty quick as well. Probably end up testing that out and see which one is actually better. Alright, time to let Jaeger in. Oh no, Jaeger. Luckily you can stop the animation just by throwing that. I mean also too, besides the Etsors, I don't think anything else is weak to blunt. And then you just fight so many soldiers that are resistant to blunt. I don't know.
Attention.
Hey,
Enhanced
do I know
security protocols are now in effect. Please
Definitely
locate
something we're
security
going to check
personnel
out whenever we
and
get
follow
there.
evacuation procedures.
Look, I don't know what's going on. They don't tell me squat on a good day, and this isn't a good day. But if the big voice says get out, I'd do what she says. Elevators are dead, so head for the main tunnel in manufacturing on level 2. There's maps over there. But me, I'm staying right here. Reckon I'm leaving here? I don't think so. Radio's dead, half the doors are buggered, and now there's these little hoppy things everywhere. You're on your own. But if anything you like turns up, come see me for a trade. You like peas?
I love
Right,
these.
well, another time maybe.
Okay. I had to make sure what key buttons to put on my mouse. I'm trying to think. I don't actually know what enemies are weak to sharp. I mean, resistant to sharp. But what we're going to do here is get parts to make another battery, so we can make the battery. Oh, I just thought about it. I can't believe I'm dumb. No, I lied. I can't believe that. Isn't... Oh, dude, we're gonna have to back out. We're gonna get back to our little base. I forgot to put the difficulty onto apocalyptic. Oops. Yeah, the soldiers are weak to sharp, resistant to blunt. Completely forgot to change that. Yeah. They say they're weak. My only issue is like once you make the spear, like the carbuncles and everything. Or I say carbuncles. Wait, they can be changed in. Oh yeah. I'm really glad that we're able to change it after. If not, that would have been unfortunate to just restart just for that. Alright, I want to make a battery. Of course it falls. And I want a vacuum. There we go. We also are going to want a platform cart. I forgot what I was saying. I think it was doing with like carbuncles and everything. Even though they're resistant to blunt, once you get a spear, I don't think it really matters. I think it's the same amount of hits to kill them both. And actually, we could probably test that real quick. I mean, either way though, it's not like it's a big deal. It's just something I thought about. It just seems like blunt you don't have to go down the blunt tree. Ow. Why is there a delay? They need to delay that. If you kill them and they're in the middle of an attack, they still attack. Alright. That should give us the makeshift spear. We're really full already? Yeah. I mean, when I first played, I used blunt for a majority of the game. So it's not like a huge difference. Now that we're on like apocalyptic, it might actually matter, but otherwise, I mean, it's good to see that like if you play anything, it works. That's the main point. Whether you go blunt or sharp build, it doesn't matter. Tape. We're gonna need pipe. Damage 10, damage 8. What's our level 3? Oh, wrong thing. Huh. Now, something I am curious about. If you use blunt on order soldiers with helmets, it knocks the helmet off. So I wonder if knocking their helmet off, they then take more damage when you use like a sharp weapon on them. Because that would also be a cool thing to test. Alright, we need more storage room. That's good enough for now. We're gonna go to data farms and collect a whole bunch of, I think, well, besides computer parts, we're gonna get plastic, I'm pretty sure.
I thought I was there, but I'm still here, am I? I'm here, but she's there? I have seen death here. I locked it in with everyone else. Am I there too? We can't go this way. You don't want to.
I kinda do want to, though.
There must be another way out. Manufacturing? I can't remember.
Alright, let's see if we can not break our leg or fall into the abyss. Now, we have the best early game backpack. And a hammer. Let's check our wristwatch. We're gonna want to head back once it gets close to nighttime. I also should have grabbed our vacuum. And this is the extent of my brain. Oh, and there goes my leg. What we have? There you are. Alright, we're good now to go farm the data farm. I really don't think simple loot respawning is really game breaking. It just saves you some time. Especially on you do not see me. Ooh, can I get the plant? Thought we could get both at one time. Perfect. I took 3 hits. Huh. Get some more oil. And we're gonna need a knife since we use that for our spear. Wait. There we go. That was weird. So that's 4. I think it takes 7 headshots for a spear. Or 5 actually. Oh. I don't remember taking 5. Oh well. We're looking for the head so we could get a cool little item for early game. Luckily on Apocalyptic, there should be plenty more where that be. Can we get one of these? Nope. How about this one? Nope. This one. This one. Everything I touch is crates. That Starbucks was a horrible spot. Nice. Alright, we need to get one of these file cabinets. There we go. 8th time's the charm. For the makeshift chest plate. I guarantee you that that's when we break. Or that's when we try to package. Nope, it broke. Okay. We are not as unlucky as I thought. Well, I guess we are, but at the same time, we are lucky. To be unlucky, we must be lucky. Alright. So we finally caught one of those dog things. KP called it a peccary until she realized how large it was. I've noticed their behavior is different here than in Antiverse 2. She has a theory that the lower entropy on this side makes their biochemistry more potent. They're stronger, it seems more angry. Interesting, certainly the energy differential is stronger, or strongly in our favor, but I wouldn't jump to conclusions we don't know. Where are you? Ooh, should be good. Oh, I keep forgetting if you hold X, you can switch modes. There we go. And then I just fat finger every key while trying to do that too, so that doesn't help. You're behind the times. Apparently the team on level 3 has figured out a way to use a differential in their new power cell design. Catch Mayfield at lunch sometime. She will talk your ear off about it. Nice. This is Frake and Moyer. I'm concerned some of your people have been working extra hours and not returning to residential sector each evening. I've been hearing some of them have built beds down here. I would not sleep anywhere in this facility, to be honest. Look, Richard, if they sometimes work a little extra, it's because they want to add. Want to and a project needs it. A lot of this stuff you just can't walk away at 6 p.m. It needs to stop, Sarah. The security bots don't have an employee setting. I don't know why they don't have an employee setting either. You know, I admire Dr. Regal's work, but sometimes I feel like he does I can't read while it's shaking. Understand the potential of his own research. He was showing me some designs for a vacuum vortex system, and they were impressive. Yes, you could draw objects of considerable mass towards you, but when I pointed out that you could also use it to launch things at high decent velocity, the math is simple. He doesn't seem to have thought of it. But what are the actual applications other than picking up garbage? Just firing it at things? Until we try it, how do we know what it's good for? Fair. So you think WWF wrestling is real, or are they just acting? I don't get it. Why would everyone cheer if it was fake? It depends. On what? How gullible you are. I heard gullibles on the ceiling. They lied. We're good on space. What we can do is charge our vacuum right here. Hopefully we get plenty of scrap metal. Because it does seem like I run out of that fairly quick. You know what? Let's eat the ice cream. Not XT. 430. We are making pretty good time. It's hard not to go fast when you play the game for so long. Nice. Glad that didn't break on first try. There ain't no way. Let's see if we can reduce some of this weight. There we go. Try and build up our strength. Ooh, you don't build strength while pushing a cart though. But what we can do is not break our legs. Perfect. Clearly I've mastered it, yes. Because the next time I do it, it just won't break. Totally won't break next time I try to pack it. Oop. I love using huge filing cabinets as storage. Until an artillery shot just destroys all of them. And then you're left with scrap metal. Luckily, we won't have to deal with that for a while, so this clearly won't bite us in the butt later. Because I also don't think they fixed that. I could be wrong. It could have also just been a one-time thing. I also don't want to find out, so. We can put it here. I think that's good. What am I trying to make? I need an energy brick. Should be that. Perfect, I remembered. That's good. Now, hopefully we are lucky later on, so we can get the workbench upgrade. But it is close to nighttime, so we're not going to leave quite yet. While we wait, we can go ahead and actually sort all this. Platform. I was not typing. Nice. What? What? Did I not put A? P L A. D. Nice. Good thing I don't need the letter A. There's no words that use the letter A, right? Meanwhile, the whole dictionary comes out. It's like, well, actually. Ooh, let's not put duct tape in there. When we sleep on here, we already have the recipe. Never mind. I think 9 o'clock is when the power goes out, so we can actually grab a couple things. Surprised we have yet to get a peccary head, though. This is a notice to all Cascade technical staff. We have received some complaints from team members about misuse of office supplies, up to and including creating improvised weapons for flinging projectiles across the cubicles. We here at Gate understand and commend your ingenuity as scientists. After all, it's why you work here. But if you want to continue working in this department, knock it off. Hear me out. Flinging stuff across the cubicles sounds awesome. I mentioned this before, but your security bots are a menace. They don't seem to distinguish employees at all, and whose idea was it to get them to restock the soda machines? I understand the goal, but there's a ton of valuable equipment in those things, which would have been a lot more useful elsewhere. Moira, why are you telling me this? I am not in charge of security or procurement. If you're serious, try Anderson. He okayed the Wakeman project, and I have never had any problems with the bots. I stay out of the halls when we shut down for the night, like you're supposed to. Let them do their job. We're making valuable strides here. I don't know about 50, but that probably is right. Sometimes I give like a head on most of them. I feel like 50-50 would probably be too high. But it's hard to tell when I have horrible RNG anyway. What happened to the anvils in our workshop? I needed it to repair some of our tools, but it's gone. Sorry, that was us. Check the supply closet on silo 3 by the level 3 by the silo. We were doing some heavy repairs up there and needed solid working surfaces. That certainly explains the noise complaints. Please let us know beforehand next time. Alright, so it's nighttime. Sip of water. We are going to have an early anvil. Yeah, but I mean, if you know an easy way of getting to the second floor, you don't really need this one. You could honestly get an anvil way before this. But honestly, it's nice to have that room anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and get the room on top of the anvil. It is nice though that there's multiple areas you could go to get an anvil. I could have sworn there's always an enemy in here. RNG maybe saves me. I'll take it. Here we go. Our first anvil.
All vacant perforations will be resetting in 3, 2, 1. Reset complete.
Anything good? More oil, that's always good. And we'll probably leave the pipe for now. Yeah, the other anvils are upstairs, but you could get there fairly easy. We can actually go ahead and go there now. Seems like we're good on all our stats. All you have to do for the anvil is just go by the elevator in that little hallway that leads to residentials. Alright, I need to remember not to go right up to him. Oh, no. You know, I think the issue of us not getting the peccary heads is I'm literally just ruining every single peccary.
Well, I knew this would happen. Ever since Varenkov's team took over Silo 3, you couldn't get a single power cell after that. Now look, they're precious antiverses, totally out of control. Whatever it is they're doing in Silo 3, it used every power cell we had. They did too much, too fast. Is this the price we pay? Whatever it is they're doing in Silo 3, it used every power cell we had.
That honestly just reminds me of Jack and Daxter every time I hear that. Hi, oh wait. Shaking. Hi, you need to take this one seriously. We retrieved IS-0178 from A2, and it nearly killed us. It needs full crucis containment, and anyone interacting with it needs a GISP rated GISP, is I guess how you say it. GISP rated impact shielded at the very least. Noted. Kathy, I'm glad to report we finally made some progress with 173, the little bouncing fellow. We couldn't get near it at first. The thing would sit still, not to mention the spikes. Hey Isaiah, how did you manage it? I've been forced to work with dead specimens. Incidentally, autopsies suggest they are the second stage in the lifestyle of a metamorphic creature starting with 171. I'm beginning to wonder if it's possible that all the A2 specimens are connected. Very interesting theory. I mentioned the problem I was having to Varsha and manufactured. She went away and rigged up. I hate having me, or like being sick with sinus infection. Oh, I almost had a sneeze bad. Kind of trap that holds a little crazy place. Nice. Went to a barbecue on the dam in the hydro plant last night. These blue suits can party. They had these great sausages. One of the hydrologists made them. Said they were actually really easy. Don't ask what's in them. Nice. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Attention. This
Alright, so if we jump up here and go through the vent, we should end up in the stairwell. And in the stairwell, let's see. Unlock that. Jump up here. And if you go through here, you could get to the storage room that has the other anvil. Or at least another anvil. So, I mean, you could get them fairly... I mean, you could get literally the same time as the other one. You just have to know where to go.
Ugh, this damn security door. I don't understand
I'm trying
it.
to think where the other
The
ones
system's
are.
locked
I know there's
us
a few
out,
more located
but I'm
everywhere.
not leaving without my data. I could lose everything. I'd never get a Nobel Prize. Then I had an idea. I worked on the security bots. Their CPUs store access codes. If we salvaged some, we could make something to hack the door. What do you think?
To jump up on the railing, you have to jump crouch. So I feel like that's probably why most people
Did you get those CPUs from the security
didn't really know.
robots? I can't get my data until you make that hacker.
Because it's like slightly
Those
higher
security
than a
bots
regular
are
jump.
lethal, but taking one down and getting the CPU is our only chance to rescue my data. I still don't understand it. The system shouldn't have locked us out. That's not how I designed it.
I honestly just play this game like I would a Half-Life game and just jump crouch everywhere. So that was like one of the first things I tried. We should just be able to... There we go. Oh, I did it again. Oh, there we go. Hard crystal. And now we get access to the elevator. I'm trying to think of the other ways. Because I think the normal way is through the portal from Antiverse 2. I feel like there's a third way. But I'm probably wrong on that. Yeah, Far Gardens. Alright. We're still... Yeah, we're going Hunter. Let's go ahead and... charge up a
Reckon
little
I'm
bit.
leaving here? I don't think so.
Trade for the
Radio's
employee
dead,
locator.
half the doors are buggered, and now there's these little hoppy things everywhere. You're on
Employee
your own.
locator is pretty cool.
But if
However,
Anything you
I don't.
like turns
Like,
up.
if you play this game
Come see me
and know
for a
where all the
trade.
people are, you don't really need it.
You like peas?
I do like bees.
I thought they were coming to help, but they weren't gatekeepers. They started shooting. I wasn't trained for this. I'm just a receptionist.
I'll be honest. There's like always something that I didn't know. And so every time I watch somebody like play this game, I'm like, oh, sweet.
I heard the radio's something about level 3. I'd stay away if I were you.
Everybody has like their own way of playing, which is pretty cool.
Hide somewhere. But not here, alright? Close the door! I heard the radio's something about level 3. I'd stay away if I were you.
I think that is why this game is probably my favorite game. Like ever. There's just so many different things. I only have, I think, 275 hours total, and it felt like every time I either played the game or watched it, it's like, oh, cool, something else.
Soldiers came through. They locked down manufacturing, wanted information about the silos on level 3. They weren't gatekeepers. They were something else. I couldn't tell them anything. But if you can find a power cell, we can use a forklift to open the door. Get out of here through the surface tunnel. Try level 3. The power cells. Energy research team. Oh, I thank you. I mean it.
One thing I didn't know.
Just
you can
need a
bandage
moment.
them.
I'll be good, yeah? Oh, I thank you.
I never knew you could bandage them.
I mean it.
I know, I think that was a, I'm not
Need
say
a
recent,
moment.
but I think
I'll be good,
slightly
yeah?
before 1.0. I had no idea. And so I may have accidentally let him die. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he disappears at a certain point. And I don't know what happens if you don't bandage him. I feel like it's possible that he does not become a traitor if you don't bandage him. Any news? You had those A2 samples for 2 weeks. What's the holdup? Sorry, Lenora. Yes, we think the intensity of the radiation over there is due to high entropy levels. Entropy just dissipates faster. We're giving everyone iodine tablets to counteract the radiation from expeditions. But there's a problem I can't figure out. The numbers don't add up, even with the higher entropic quotient. There's excess energy coming through the gateways. Right, I'm taking the tablets too. The suit keeps most of it off though. As for your gateway problem, tell Sergey that's what he's there for. Please copy me on any updates. So these things just leak radiation. We love it. I've been analyzing the fluctuations from the last perforation with Swan. It's like there's energy entering the system from somewhere else. We've discussed the parameters, Sasha. They're within bounds. That's why we run tests, to figure out what's happening over there. The housing is shielded properly, so you'll have to define what you're seeing. The only reason you have the data is because Lenora went and got it. Don't forget whose neck is really on the line here. All our necks are on the line in the grandest sense. Lenora knows very well that. I appreciate her work. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll put it like this. I never tried not bandaging him up once I found out you could. I would assume he'll still probably be there. I know like in early access before 1.0. I don't know at what point it stopped, but he would disappear kinda after you get through manufacture. So maybe they made it to where he stays. Oh no, these take 7, not the package. Alright, I need you not to fall off. How about that? No, no. No! God! Dang it, cruel world. Okay. I am not depressed. Just very depressed. Alright. Portal is, I'm gonna... Crafting bench upgrade is gonna have to wait. Wait, where's the... There's a beehive here? Oh, and I didn't get one from there. Okay. So we're screwed on that upgrade. Nice to know. Where's the beehive? Oh, is it by the tree? Oh, sometimes.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Antiverse 2 is an enigma. A world made of worlds. Each of them different.
Yeah, that would suck.
With similar life.
I mean, I guess what you could do...
We know a few certain facts.
If you have the vacuum, you can just quickly swap.
There, making growth, evolution, and change a more gradual process. We know, too, that materials transplanted from Antiverse B to our own are energy dense. Biochemistry occurs much more rapidly.
If I had
but how did these creatures evolve?
I would probably try to get it.
The presence of life, complex life, confounds everything we know about evolution. Was an external force involved? Only further study can tell us.
Yeah, I'd be crying if it fell. There we go. So this is the normal way. Wait, can I just... That's pretty cool. Where does this lead? Besides pain. Oh, it just goes over. Okay. Alright, so we got unlucky. Yeah, at least it's a portal, not the overworld. I really wish we had sneak level 3. Ow, my leg. Alright. Gimme. Alright, We got unlucky for the 2 at source, so we're gonna have to do my next idea. Hands for baseball. They would make really good baseballs. Perfect size. Alright, what time is it? 1:40. Should be good. Let's not go that way. I need to fix my broken lights. I was going to play this area a little bit slower, but now that we don't have the item transporter, we are going a little bit faster. Because I am really wanting the ability to not pull things out of the storage. Oh, I didn't make it. I just left it. Duh. Alright, anvil, duct tape. Alright, repair the salvage bench. There we go. Alright, we have our platform carts. Another thing we can make, and you can honestly make this very early on. Instead of making a platform cart, you should just make one of these. I think it is... It's that battery. The Choppinator. Oh yeah, we're about to destroy every single robot that exists in this game. They are all about to sleep very well. Permanently. Did I not make it? I hate myself so much sometimes. Oh, I made 2 batteries instead. Of course. Good job, me. High five. Oh, we are hungry. I think what we'll do is quickly oh, forget you have to pick it up the first time. There we go. If we run, we should be able to make it. And then beat this thing silly. I really wish you get XP for doing this. Alright, we should be good if we just leave him to that. Oh, we have plenty of time. Apparently not as much time as I thought. Alright, and I'm also going to equip the hammer. Sometimes they do hit it, and we will try to avoid that. Alright, we're gonna need the power from all the way over here. I think you can... Yep. Very easy way to get the robot parts early on. The robots are honestly a really good enemy to farm throwing and sharp with. Blunt, you kind of... I mean, you can farm blunt, but you're probably going to farm fortitude too, because you're going to get hit a lot more. Over here. You cannot escape to your fate. Plus, it's a good way to not waste water. You just drink a whole bunch of soda. Soda's good for you. Alright. Once we get to a certain point, we could actually probably do it now, but I'm gonna wait till we at least get the item transporter. We will make a choppinator for every single one of these robots. That's so at nighttime. I think what happens is you have to be close enough to them for them to get out of their pod. I could be wrong, but that would just be easier to farm. All you need is, I think, 2 batteries and a choppinator. Now, if you have healing, not bad idea to farm them for fortitude. But probably they're probably better ways. I don't know if the amount of damage changes with that speed you get. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you sprint, press the crouch button and jump. You use the stamina for the jump, but don't jump. Nice. Now to never do that again. Yeah, like with Sharp, you can kind of stay right out of reach. But with Blunt, you like get hit so often. I don't know. You might. You might be able to pull it off. It just seems very difficult to pull off farming them with blunt. It is possible though. I mean, good news, obviously, if you are using blunt, you get to also farm fortitude in the same time. Get a little 2-for-1 special. How am I on thirst? Thirst is good. I need food. Alright. We are going to need the keypad. Alright, let's see if I remember how to make any of these others. Controllers, keyboard. Wait, you could toss rubber band balls? I didn't even know you could do that. Is it really a phone and a keyboard? Do we have a rubber band ball? There's no way you could throw rubber band balls. Wait, what? Oh, I missed. Oh, it's 0 XP. Okay. So no, you cannot farm throwing XP with rubber band balls. However, it's hilarious that you could throw rubber band balls. I never knew that. But then again, I never really tried throwing those. That is really cool. Can you throw like wood plank? Wait. Can you throw everything? How did I not know that? Wait. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I gotta find stuff out now. Is there an enemy back here? That's weird. Usually there's an enemy that spawns. We're about to test to see if a wood plank does. Oh, before we do that, let's hurry up and make our keypad hacker. Uh-oh. I don't think I'm gonna have time. Glass, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need bio scrap. We're going to need screws, I think. Keyboard, phone, keyboard. Alright, so controller, we need infrared sensor. Is this sign? Alright, where's LC? LC. This, oh my god, C also kits you out. Alright, I don't know if that's a me issue or if they just never fits that. Okay, I don't know where it's at. Keep it. I'm gonna lose my mind. I can't type anything. K goes a skill. God. Dog it. I'm about to put in a bug report for that. Oh, LCD straight. I'm just also blind. That goes there. Screws, test strap. We're going to need a major glow stick, test tube, bio. We're going to need a major test tube, major test tube, major glow stick, to make LCD screen. Please. God dang it. I think we might be okay. Where's keypad hacker? We are good. Okay. Maybe if we don't get out the screen, we could still craft. Yeah. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong slot. There we go. Alright, we're about to have a lot of fun with throwing. I can't believe I never knew you could throw anything.
Say, how about a few brewskis after work?
Put that there. Alright. I can't see a single thing. Oh, I know where enemies are. Oh, I missed. Wait, I got 2 XP, but then it showed none. Wait, if you miss, you get 2 XP. Okay, so you can farm throwing XP by just throwing it. Right? Yeah, okay, you could just farm by throwing the wood planks. But what's weird is when you hit the enemy, you don't gain that XP. It's only whenever you miss. So I'm curious if they
Derek
just
Manns
forgot
reporting.
to
Research
patch
Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Originating in
that
Antiverse
as well.
2, IS-171 is a stationary sessile entity that traps its food with a retractable tentacle. The experience of being caught is rather like being attacked by
that's
an
pretty
angry
cool.
pizza. It presents
Maybe
no
get to
real
a point
threat,
where,
but leaves an enduring, not
you wanna
entirely
farm-
unpleasant smell on anything it touches.
Farm throwing
Suggestions for
XP.
possible applications include
I feel like you're
perfume,
better off probably just
industrial
making a whole
scents,
bunch of
and
throwing darts
olfactory-based
and
crowd
just throwing it
control
at
weapons.
the robots, to be honest. As long as you keep walking, they're not really gonna bother you, so I mean, you're pretty safe. Why are you in here? Well, I'm glad I came back. Alright. We have no power.
Hey, if you're tired, feel free to lay down.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like you do damage with the items. Although that would be pretty cool if you could... Wait. If I throw this, does it do damage? No. You should be able to throw anvils. I'm assuming if it doesn't do damage to the desk, it won't do damage to enemies. That would have been awesome. Like, I should be able to throw, like... I don't even know. Probably, like... wood planks, pipes, anvils. And it should do at least some damage. Actually, we're about to get power. We're gonna make one more... platform cart. Yeah, just drop anvils on the carbuncle or the. I forgot what these pest. There we go. I don't know why I can't remember their name. Just drop like anvils on pests and everything, and they just splat. Alright, platform cart. 4 plastic. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Alright, let's pick this up.
Ah. Attention. This sector
Oh, we're gonna need cooked supper. I say supper. We need cooked food. Why are we sitting down? There we go. Pest. 4 pest. 5. 6. There we go. 6 pests is what we counted. Alright. I think what we should do is probably cook. We should craft a stove is what I meant to say. And I forget we can't type. I think I don't remember it doing that every time I press like C or something. That might be a setting issue. Because I was on borderless. We'll worry about that another time. We are going to make stove. Is it really a keyboard? Alright. We're gonna make 2 stoves. And then what do we need for a plug strip? I think we should have the parts. Scrap and power supply unit. Let's do that. Oh, can I reach that? There we go, perfect. We'll put our stoves over here. This is at least gonna make cooking a lot quicker for us. There we go. Ah, yes. Alright, where's our pans? There they are. And we will cook everything we have. Alright, while we wait for that to cook, let's actually figure out these recipes. Carbuncle. Chef counter should be this. this is that heater, oil, coil, scrap, and a fan. I don't know why I put plastic. Pressure gauge. Oh, okay. Makeshift bed, we're gonna need a long couch. I don't think it's magazine, I think it's scrap. Book. Cloth. There we go. Ooh, can we make a bow? I think we need one more rubber band ball. We can get that really quick. I think I know where one spawns. For this, we're gonna need screws. We're gonna craft this armor after we go through Flat Hill. Because honestly, we don't really need it right now. Why are we so heavy right now? Oh, because we're still carrying. Awesome. Okay, we could make the shield actually. Let's do that. It is cafeteria tray. I forgot the third item. Well, okay. Oops. Ooh, I did think of something we could do. No, we can't. I'm dumb. I was like, we could charge our vacuum with this, and I'm like, oh wait, no, we can't. Let's unpip that. Alright, we are good to go. Now, we are gonna abuse the system of platform carts. We're gonna have 3 platform carts. I would apologize if I was sorry. I just find it's pretty helpful to, instead of running through the portals multiple times to get everything, all we have to do is have platform carts. If that's not something you like, rip. I just would rather save time by having platform carts than having to go through portals 5 times to get everything. Alright, please. Yes. Once we exit out the portal, that sort should start spawning in the overworld. I don't know if it's as soon as you exit Flat Hill or if it's as soon as you open the silo. We will find. Well, we're not testing that, so no, we will not find out. But I know they will spawn after we get out. Alright, we could get the lead vest for now. We're gonna want iodine pills.
Scientist! Do not reignite the rift.
Oh, you can't.
There are abominations within. My brethren crossed over to seal your folly. Is the cost of your knowledge not already clear? If you will not stop yourself, we will.
Oops. Totally should have waited for him to finish that sentence. You didn't know. We have a chest back here. Welcome to Flat Hill, home of the Giants. The New York Giants. I forgot what city we're actually in. It's like Nebraska or Ohio, something like that. I wonder if we could try some shenanigans. I don't think we are able to, though. No, doesn't seem like it. Let's get our flashlight out. The all-watching eye. I don't know why I'm running back that way. Alright. Bouncy basket. Are you sleeping? Oh, hey. Hopefully we'll be able to go in there one day. I'm really hoping whatever next steps that Deep Field does answers a lot of these questions. Because they certainly left a lot. Surprised we only found 2 peas. Huh. Unlucky. Alright, in these cupboards you could find salt, peas, and I think plastic. I'm sure you can find other stuff too. That's like the majority of what you'll ever find in these. Now, if you want to know a good way to farm scrap metal, anytime you find these office stools, you can break them along with these round tables. I'll break these 2, but I don't want to waste my hand durability on this. They will drop scrap metal. Good way to farm it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Alright, we are full on capacity, so what we're going to do is head out of here. Oh, is this drawers? Perfect. Alright, we got to pray we don't break it. Good. But there's a lot of those stools, and you can pretty much get it pretty quick, especially after we get to manufacturing and we get the club with fire.
At last you are here. You want out? Of course you want out, like them.
The giants, you are trapped here. But shut down the devices, your devices. Remove the power cells, 1, 2, 3. You'll have your way out. But what then? When you've opened your door, what then? Hey?
What then? Well, I get out. I'm gonna tell you. Alright. What was I saying? I don't remember.
Your people would not open the way, but they are
gone. The Crusaders saw to that. So there's no one to stop you.
Nice. I forgot what I was talking about. Typically happens way too often. But you could go in here. The arcade has a whole bunch, and then there's some on top. But it's a good way to farm pretty much all the scrap metal you can. And you will need a lot, especially if you plan on building a lot in your base. Just something to think about whenever you go through the game. Alright, we're gonna need to use our first platform cart. Perfect. Now you're gonna want to try and get as many newspaper stands as you can. Unless you're me. And every single one of them breaks. One. Also, you can break those trash cans. I think it would be better if you just... What's it called? Brain, please. It'd be better to put, salvage it through the repair and salvage machine. I think. Or you could just break it, actually. Never mind. Alright. He's coming this way if we need to back up. Ideally, I want 3, but if we don't, ooh, it's 8 scrap edge each time. Newspaper stands are awesome. Perfect. Now let's run inside without being seen. I'm just gonna put this inside. We should be good. I like to run here to open up these gates. Makes it a lot easier for later on. We're gonna do that. I don't think that one comes all the way here. Right? Oh, he coming. No. Okay. I totally did not just poo myself waiting for him to come over here. And by poo, I mean defecate. We are scientists. We need to uphold the vernacular. Right? I think that's the right word. Scientists. We're smart. Good place to get PC parts too. And money. For some reason the pins didn't get pulled. Alright, then there should be a stapler here and one on the other side. It's always good to just farm as much as you can, honestly. Alright. Now, if you're not able to put everything in here, keeping the stuff that we will get later on is good, so we can keep those three. Alright. Now we do have 3 newspaper stands. Awesome. Those are going to be used later on. And it's good to just have as many as you can on the first trip. I mean, you don't have to. You can always come back and get more. I try to get what I need for later on, so I don't have to make trips specifically for like one item, like newspaper stands or ourselves. If you stand up here, you can farm sneaking. Now, if you stand here, then you get XP as long as he's in range. So, if you want a way to just sit here, you can. But you get more XP if you follow along with him, because he does get out of range for a little bit on, I think, each side. I will say, if we get to certain points of the game and some of our skills are low, we might go ahead and farm them. So just something to keep in mind as we kind of push into later. But that should hopefully be 80 hours in. Somewhere around there. It's going to be a while. Most of our skills are going to naturally just go up. But say I want to get, I don't know, like strength up to a certain point, we can go ahead and dedicate some part of the stream to do that. We're gonna take everything. Now that poster, unfortunate stupid, man, right? This is their first game that they made. Ooh, detour. If you're lucky, you can get all 3 posters and arcades in one go. All the arcades are guaranteed. Posters aren't. Posters are random. However, it does seem like we're getting every single spawn 4 posters, which is good. Because sometimes I only get like 1 or 2 posters that spawn. Alright, our final cart will be here. Yeah, so if you farm all these stools and everything in the arcade, you get a good bit of scrap. But I don't know, if you just farm the trash cans, might be a better idea. Because it's 8 per trash. Versus, I think, like 2 per stool or something. Now, it also depends on what weapons, but I mean, if you are in early game and you only have the pipe club, yeah. You're probably just better off doing the trash cans. Where is this, outside? Yes. That's a weird glow up. Ooh, a free rug. Love to see it. Leveling up Blunt is pretty easy early on. Everything you hit with your club just will give you XP. Alright, we put the rug in there. I think we should be able to get that stuff. Try plastic instead. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and relieve ourselves. Let's see how many times we get the harder one. That's 2 times. Nope, missed 3rd. Let's go.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director. IS-064 seems to sing to itself, if you can call it that, emitting a series of resonant tones suggestive of communication. The cavities that create these sounds appear to be the same cavities that creature.
That's weird. Usually if you walk far enough away from those audio recordings, it should just play it. I want that shortcut though. Alright, now here's the easy way of getting out of here. Just automatically run right. Come up here. And crouch. If you really want to, there is an area down there you can open up. There's, I don't really think anything in there. I think it's just a place to hide. But we don't need it, so we're gonna just avoid it for now. We might do it later. Can we get one more? Yes. Perfect. Alright, another little shortcut. This one's really handy. And in fact, there we go. Also, I love the music in this game. I think my favorite is the Canaan world music. However, everything's really good. Definitely immerses you. Or at least me. As much as I would love that refrigerator. Ow. gonna put it in the cart. We're definitely gonna want to bring that back with us. But it is way too heavy for what we're about to do. There we go. You are definitely gonna want to be able to run. Also, before I forget, let's open this up. All right, it's time to loot. Oh, that's not good. I think we could drop the paper scrap. Little rubber band. And actually, I just thought about this. We could actually eat the tomato. Alright, let's go to the terminal right here. What we got? Are you sure IS-64 is contained in Flat Hill? What's to stop it from leaving? I'm still waiting on your report. T. Anderson. We can't be perfectly certain, but everything we're seeing suggests it's localized to Flat Hill. It seems erratic to us, but we notice some patterns. It seems to compose melodies of sorts. Reports coming. I've been busy. So we got a new Mozart on our hands. I need more than that, Hilda. It'll be in my report, but I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. They're part of the fog phenomenon, but we lost any chance to explore their origins once we installed the containment system. They may actually generate the fog, but last time I suggested researching it, you said I was blowing smoke, remember? We'll discuss it. Ooh, spooky. CCU cleanup request. We have reason to believe one of the Flat Hill residents is investigating our office structure. He's been turned away by security twice. Is this an operative concern? Confirmed, they appear to have been compiling a dossier of sorts. The exposure risk is significant, even if no one believes him. What are the considerations? Limited. The resident is an outlier from the community and regarded as something of a screwball. I believe we have a scope. We have dispatched contractors to resolve the matter. Hygiene protocols apply, and knowledge cleaning underway.
Dr. Mance reporting. On the advice of Keystone, Gate has established a facility here in Flat Hill. We judge it unwise to advertise our activities, so for the time being our presence is, necessarily clandestine, if not a bit syrupy. The location was selected for the convergence of certain geomagnetic forces that amplify the power of our perforation equipment. We stand poised on the brink of an entirely new technology. I'm convinced of it.
So they're talking about a screwball that, brain. Somebody that's a resident that's, I guess, too nosy. Oh, that's not good. If I'm not mistaken, I think the person they're talking about is that guy we met at the beginning. I think his name is like Murian or something like that. So it seems like he was very nosy about this area.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. I'm pleased to confirm the first Flat Hill perforation was a success, although the geomagnetic convergence was stronger than we anticipated, allowing an entity to pass across IS-064, perhaps the largest we've yet logged in our immurement registry. Indeed, the events here in Flat Hill have advanced our understanding of perforation by orders of magnitude. I regret the contamination and consequent, closure of the township, but I am more confident than ever in Gates' ability to develop a functional portal network. What we learn here will alter the history of our species. And maybe we can finally stop flying economy.
Good job, Mance. I like ground economy. Alright. And with that, we have finished Flat Hill.
That was a very, very bad idea.
Just breathe, Abe. We'll get through this just fine.
It knows we're here, Janet. There's nothing holding it back. Flat Hill is open.
You'll have to forgive my colleague, Abe. He's had a bit of a shock. We tried to get out through Flat Hill, and, well, some people died. Then, some genius deactivated the composer containment system. So, clearly, we need to find another exit out of here. And that's looking like manufacturing west. I don't exactly enjoy the idea, but our options are limited.
The fog is coming. Janet, what are we going to do?
We're going to head through manufacturing, then take the surface tunnel out of here. When you're ready, Abe. So, just try to calm down.
Manufacturing? It's huge. We'll never make it. I'm 83% sure we're doomed.
I told you, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Why are you still here? Are you insane?
What are you waiting for? Get to manufacturing. We'll be along as soon as Abe's feeling better.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need to take a bio break. Alright, I am back. Now we need to hope we get this heart. Oh no. We'll eat the peas. Drink the peas? That sounds really weird. It sounds very close to drink the pea. That's not drink the pea. Alright. That's good though. We made a lot of progress. I think I'll play for another half hour to 45 minutes. Try to keep it to like a 3-hour stream. This is going to be a very long playthrough. I was thinking about combining every episode into like a long play. But to be honest with you, I don't think I have enough storage on my computer to have like 100-something hour playthrough. So we're gonna say no to that. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I like how you see the door open. Wait, is that the... No, they're right there. Oh my god, these guys don't want to die. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's pick up the meat, why not? Alright, let's recall our carts. Preferably one with computer parts. And I will show you why in a second. We have a decent amount of stuff we need to do. We are wanting a battery. With the energy brick, we can go ahead. Item transporter. Awesome. We want the plug strip. And we also want to make 2 makeshift batteries. We're gonna need one more of these. Alright. Doesn't need to be fancy. This is not our forever base, so it's not matter what we do. Okay, we're gonna put the power socket to the battery. Put our fridge right here. This so we don't have to worry about our food spoiling. And actually you can also fit that stuff in there. We can actually leave that in there. Now, we probably will head back to Flat Hill real quick so we can grab a couple more things that I completely forgot about. Let's create a storage chest. We'll actually make 2. And we want makeshift battery. Let's make 2 more of these. That is going to be for our amazing crafting table. Why not? Get those start charging so we can use it hopefully before it turns nighttime. Platform cart. Alright. This is going to be our storage area for everything that is not crafting materials. How are we doing everything else? We're just a little tired. I think what we can do is make our Flat Hill run without having to sleep. Trying to think of what else we are going to want here. We can put tomato seeds in there, that's fine. Alright, let's repair our equipment. Now let's make that run real quick. We forgot our, I say forgot. We need the frying pan. We'll take the pot. The other hazard suit that we either grabbed and put in the chest or we forgot. But we are definitely going to want to grab all of that. Let me try not to break my legs too. While we're at it, we could also grab all this. Perfect. Oh, be right back. I know where we're going. I think the portal world's reset. I'll try to pick up the chopper here. I say think, but I know it reset because all the loot's back. So actually, double run, let's go. We're not gonna get. Oh, I say we're not gonna get everything, and then watch me get everything. I'm gonna try not to grab a whole bunch of nonsense. Ice cream is definitely not nonsense. Oh, nailed it. Oh, wait. Oh, alright, grab it. Cool. Can never be too sure. Alright, let me make sure I grab this time. Now, what we need the second hazardous materials suit for is for a trade later when we get to. Forgive me for not remembering the area. Manufacturing, there we go. Alright, now we're gonna sneak through there. How lucky are we? Good. A new enemy can now spawn. Wait. I don't think everything respawned. That's weird. Did I not grab everything? Yeah, none else respawned, but I don't know. I can almost guarantee we grabbed the stuff from in there. Oh. Okay, well that was interesting. What we can do real quick is just fine. Get a few things over here. We don't have to go back right away. First, let's kill the enemies in the area. We have sharp. What was it at? Sharp is at +4. We're able to put things a lot easier now. Perfect. Definitely makes it a lot easier. I'm actually curious about something. Let's go ahead. The graphics. Let's show FPS real quick. Am I really not running at 60? One second while I mess with this. 55, okay. Okay, I turned global illumination down. Ooh. Hold on. Let's just do that for now. I didn't realize FPS went down whenever I started streaming to Twitch. Because before I was able to get 60, but putting Twitch in the loop definitely lowered it. It looks like we're all good now. Let me pull YouTube back up. There we go. Oh. Let's go ahead and put this on the charger. If we go in here, we sit down for a second. Nice. Pick up all the stuff that we've left. Now, there is a reason why I'm not grabbing the flashlights. We don't need that many. Also, you can't strap them, so I prefer just not picking them up. Will say though, things are going really smooth for now. We ran out at the wrong moment.
Dr. Derek Matz, Cascade. The first instances of IS-064 appeared barely seconds after our first successful perforation event. It appears to exude a fog or mist that has overtaken Flat Hill entirely. The surviving residents have been evacuated and a cordon established around the town, citing a chemical spill. The residents, not to mention our counterparts at the EPA, are less than impressed. But the knowledge we already gained, even in this short time, is beyond value.
Nice. Can we get this? Nope. Yeah, but we could get a huge filing cabinet. Stop tickling me. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat this. And put this in there. Perfect. That's good for now. We don't need a farm for that much materials. Not yet. It will eventually get very resource intensive. Thank you. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, a lot of people do have their base set up in here. I'm thinking about it, but not quite sure.
Do you have any idea what's going on? Oh, have you only got blue clearance too? I've been hiding here since those goons attacked that poor technician down there. Is he even still breathing? I can't bear to look. Something's happened to the perforation system. The portals have gone haywire, but that shouldn't be able to happen. I wish I knew what was happening in labs right now. Oh, I'm staying right here. Anything else is crazy. If the portal system has malfunctioned, there's no telling what could have found its way into the facility. I don't know what happened. They're saying evacuate, but have you seen what's prowling around out there? Clearly some escapees from the wildlife pens. Things must be really bad if we can't even keep basic containment protocols in check.
True. Oh look, a gun.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. More like they should have good luck out there. Because I have a gun. Alright, so what we could do is go in here. And if we drop it down. Ow. We can make our way out. Still don't quite know where I want to build the base. If you guys have ideas, please let me know. But
where's the
definitely
bathroom?
thinking of around here. Well, I mean, what we could do is just turn this whole lobby into our base. It's doable. Might be a little difficult. At least starting out. Alright, we need our Mako shift.
This sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility,
Makeshift bed.
consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
Trying to think, I mean, we have plenty of ideas, options. And ideas. Don't need to sleep that much. We could also have outlets in this area. Yeah, I don't like how we only have like one outlet right there. There's one in there. This doesn't seem like a perfect area. We would have to wire this whole place. Which does not sound fun. preferably we have an area where we can have dedicated spots. With this also being a longer playthrough, I want to build a base in each sector. Doesn't have to be a full base, but I want just the basic necessities. And what I mean by not a full base, I don't care if I have like storage chests for general materials and everything. The main thing is just having an area to go to. Alright, let's put this in the fridge. Alright, let's go deposit all this. Oh yeah, we do have this plant. Let's go.
You know what they say, buy low, sell high.
They do say that. You know what? I like you, coworker.
Hey, what's for lunch, pal?
Oh, you can't throw a keyboard. Okay, so you can't throw everything. You can throw a decent amount of just general materials, though. Alright. Let us... Pecker Club... Let's do some of these recipes. It was totally put poop to lure in a pest. Tripwire should be... Think of this. Let's go ahead and make throwing darts. definitely gonna want to raise our throwing level at least a decent amount for now. And then let's do armor. We are going to want to create all of our makeshift armor. So this is going to be our chest plate, headpiece, leg wraps, and our arm wraps. Alright. Now we actually have a full suit of armor. This is kind of useful. We get increased weight capacity of 30, which is pretty good early game. We are slightly irradiated. We can actually take that out.
Attention, this sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
I know I'm forgetting something, I just can't think of what it is. Iodine, let's take, yeah, that's what it is. I want to take out our healing. We will be getting hungry soon. We're gonna wait for you to get back. Oh, wait. What? Okay, we're not gonna talk about that.
Air quality bulletin. Absolute humidity
Okay.
level. Humidification in progress.
I'm not creeped out. I don't like that. Oh, we're just gonna be very careful. I also just don't like the background noise. It's fine, right? Totally fine. Oh. Give me that. Alright. Oh, the fall's also making my game lag a little bit. And we might as well go. Oh, really full? Cool. I'd love to see that. We could actually drink the soda. Anyway. I like a gun, nerd. Gun beats everything. Sounds like someone's breathing down my neck. So we go up here. There we go. Get rid of that nasty, dirty, stinky fog. And let's check what happened down here. I wonder how these things died.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director. We now believe IS-171, or the carbuncle, as Peters was calling it, is the larval form of IS-173, and almost certainly 178. Dr. Pendleton speculates there may also be a fourth state we have not yet encountered, and I believe she may be correct. If this is correct, it is an extraordinary shift in our understanding.
Ain't that a good thought? Evolutionary stage for the carbuncle. From carbuncle to pest to peccary to Etzor? And apparently there's one after Etzor. So they say. Alright. I think this is a good stopping point for now. When we get back, we will probably end up exploring more of the office. And then probably pushing on to manufacturing. The beginning's going to be a lot faster than when we get a little bit later on. However, I'm expecting at least next session mostly be in the office sector still. I just want to go through as many areas as I can and collect any items that we have yet to get. So I would say expect another about 3 hours or so in the office. And then we'll probably end up moving to manufacturing and begin progressing there. So, till next time. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. I already said that. Leave a comment is what I mean. Let me know what you like about this game or any suggestions for videos. Till next time, have a great day.